signings. Hello, it is me, Andy Peters, and welcome to Fantasy Philball's #1 post-transfer window deadline show. Yes, we're going to highlight 2 or 3 signings from each club and see who came out best from the most recent transfer window. We'll go alphabetically, so Bohemians first, then Dortmund, then Cologne, then Lazio, then Leeds, then various other teams. And when I say we, it's because I'm joined in the studio by a former director of football, a former manager, a former signer of players and negotiator of deals, a man who many of you will know from his attitude, his forthright opinions on Philball, the lack of goals. Where did it all go wrong? Let's see. Joining me in the studio is Alex. Hi, Alex. Now, obviously, I didn't get Alex a microphone. The special effects are out of this world. You can't really see his head. That's going to be added in post-production. We've spent quite a bit of money on it. Most of the Philball round that has gone missing, it's gone on this guy, my co-host, and wow, all-round good egg, Alex. He's probably saying loads of cool stuff. Actual money went on this, €14. Oh wow. I wish I could say it, so it's exciting. Right, so we'll go through one signing, maybe 2 signings per club. We're going to rattle through it. We've got 2 minutes in and we've done some heavy analysis already. So we'll start with Bohemians. Bohemians' main signing, Hazard. Straight off the bat. Quality signing, fast, strong, person who will score lots of goals, will play really well. Probably the big signing in this whole entire window was Hazard, in my opinion. He's my favourite player in Philball. I think played in the right position. He'll get goals, he'll go by people. He's one of the best players, one of the best attackers in the game. And what Bows needed was goals. They should have them now. Yeah. And now, they've also sold Aguero, so do they have an actual striker in the team? No. So that could be an issue, but we'll find out as the season goes on. Moving on from them, we're going straight to Dortmund. Dortmund have signed 3 players. They've signed Madison, they signed Immobile, and they signed Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, of course, fast, strong, ticks all their boxes. Keith is very clear, set, and defined things that he looks for in a player. Speed is pretty much it. And Kyle Walker ticks that box and then some. So it'll be interesting. He's a definite step up on Bellerin, so we'll see how they get on with that. Immobile, is he better than Ibrahimovic? Probably not, but he will. He's definitely going to be there next season, so definitely worth a punt. And then stepping away from that, you've got Madison, very much signed for next season. Him, Sancho, they will boost up in their stats for over the next couple of seasons as the updates happen. So that'll be interesting to see from them. And we'll move on straight to Cologne. Pablo had a huge window. A lot of players in, a lot of players out, a lot of motion. They did get Rashford and Ibrahimovic, definite upgrades on the current squad. 2 players who will be mobile, Zoran has found a system that gets the most out of Messi. Getting in Rashford will be an upgrade on Havertz, so we could see a lot more of that mobility going up front. Then you've got Ibrahimovic with Kane. It's going to be very difficult to see anybody stopping them from set pieces, crosses, things like that. And if they link up, one of the best attacking teams in the league. Lazio winners of the big Philball scramble and deadline day Philball scramble thing. They signed a number of players. They've got Frankie de Jong, they've got Timo Werner, but most importantly they've got a centre-back, strong centre-back, a player who, along with Alderweireld, will really boost their centre-back. They've also got the Silva brothers, but more importantly than all of that is who's left the club. The players that have left the club are Hazard, best attacker in the game, and De Bruyne, best midfielder in the game. So we'll see how they cope without those guys as the season progresses. I don't think it's going to go as well as they should have gone. So we'll see between themselves and Dortmund, has tinkering really undermined their squad, their season, or has it actually in fact benefited them? we'll see. And moving on from Lazio, we're going straight to Leeds. Leeds, what midfield they've got now? They've got De Bruyne, they've got Rakitic, they've got Aspas, they've got, I mean, they had a strong enough midfield beforehand, but now it's up at a different level. I mean, one of their problems last season was that they were playing Oscar a lot. Oscar's good, but now they've got De Bruyne. We'll see. Goals from midfield have proven to be effective. Nobody gets better goals than De Bruyne. Yeah. You're right, they have lost Depay. Depay, who Alex is a big fan of. I don't know if he's as big a loss as he would have been even a couple of weeks ago. And we move on from them straight to MK Dons. MK Dons have one of the best teams in the league. I mean, man for man, that in the Europa League, they should be walking away with it. They are not. And the reason that they're not walking away with it is because they haven't been able to get goals. So, obviously, Colombo has looked at that, seen what's happened, seen that they lack goals, and immediately went in transfer window with that in mind. So, what did he do? He signed 3 centre-backs, a midfielder, and Aguero. Bold move, but so the 3 centre-backs is an odd one. They have now got probably the best and strongest defence in, they've got Piqué, Chiellini, Vertonghen, Rudiger. Did they need all that? We will see as the season goes on. But yeah, they've got such a quality team that it's going to be interesting to see how they get all those players in. And moving on from them, Real Sociedad. They've been quite busy. They've got Suarez, they've got Richarlison, they've got Depay. Depay, I think personally, is one of the better signings of this window. He's going to be a sneaky success. He's got speed. He will shoot pretty much anywhere once given, if he's played in the right position. So it's just a case of whether Def can get him into those positions. If he can, goals. If he can't, no goals. We move from Real Sociedad straight on to Saint Etienne. Saint Etienne, another team who've invested quite heavily in defenders. They got Bonucci, good signing, strong signing, solid start. Then they've got Azpilicueta, stronger defensive player. They've been leaking goals from corners, set pieces, things like that. Had they been leaking goals from those, signing somebody like Azpilicueta would be a real help. He can also play centre back. He's mobile, he's fast, he's able to cover a lot of ground. These are quality traits in Philball. But then they've also got Martial. It's been disappointing so far this season, but could be he's not that far away from stepping up. Wijnaldum, Chamberlain, that's dynamic. It's mobile. It's an impressive midfield. Lots of legs for days. And then you've got up front Firmino. Firmino could be one of the signings of the season if he links up with Mbappe. Because you're looking at a player who plays through balls too, and you're looking at a player who, if he can get in behind, is going to damage teams. And I think that could be a key move. And getting Bonucci and somebody who is willing to hit those long balls, play vertically, we could be in for a long season, long and impressive season. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The transfer window's over. Alex has been amazing, probably. I don't know, I can't see the special effects. We'll see how that goes when they come back from the lab. But I'm looking forward to it. I think transfer window was a success. I think the deadline day scramble worked out really well. But I think the main thing, and the thing that most of you will have noticed, is that Dick didn't mess up. And yet again, somehow, because before today he had a disaster of a window. But now, after spending 39 million worth of players for 3 potential players, he's now got one of the strongest squads in the game again, and real designs on the Champions League title. Or does he? We don't know. It's ages away. Jesus. Right. So that's it. See you. Yeah. So get your teams in on Tuesday. Deadline day normal. Teams in on Tuesday. Games played on Thursday. The cycle continues.